What's up guys, Sowerz here, and I thought it was about time I did this commentary. Basically just to mainly sum up i-Series for me, because the last time I did one was before i-Series, so yeah, there's quite a few things I want to talk about. But obviously for those of you who followed the event, we actually won the event, taking first place, and we took around £3,000 worth of prizes overall as a team, so yeah, to win that event was great for us. You know, so many close games went down, so many exciting games. But yeah, for those of you who didn't watch it, we ended up taking first place. We had quite a tough bracket as well, which I'll talk about in a minute. TCM came second, and we played them on the main stage actually, in the grand final. And the main stage, by the way, was insanely good. But yeah, third place was PMP. So that's like your top three teams. They're the teams that took the money home. But yeah, overall it was a great weekend for us. But yeah, to win another LAN event after such a long time, because the last time I won one was EGL Manchester, I think. Yeah, EGL Manchester. That was about 3 years ago. That was on Call of Duty 4. And obviously through Modern Warfare 2, I didn't go to any LAN events through that. So basically just through Black Ops, I'd only ever been to EGL events. I'd never been to, the side events like Reflex, things like that. So, it was either win an EGL or, don't win anything. And I kind of struggled to get the results at EGLs through Black Ops, but came good towards the end, and now I'm on this team for Mod 3, and yeah, we're looking really strong. We're really chuffed to take first place, obviously. But yeah, overall, it was just a great event. I mean, when we first got there, we went inside, and you could see the difference straight away between EGL and i-Series, but I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, I mean, before the tournament even started, we found out that the seeds had been a bit messed up or something, and Mythics had been given first seed, which was confused a lot of us, but it doesn't matter now, it's out the way and done. But in the end, the bracket worked out that we would have the hardest bracket you could really get, really. I mean, same for Mythics as well, because we'd end up playing Mythics in quarterfinals, and we were seeded 1 and 2 before the tournament, supposedly. So we ended up meeting in the quarterfinal winner bracket, and then we'd have to play TCM if we beat them, and then we'd have to play PMP in the final if we beat them. Now obviously that is literally, it doesn't get much harder than that really, because that's the top 4 teams, including us there, that we're going to have to play, obviously. So it made it a really hard bracket for us. But we knew if we played like we could, then we'd win. And luckily we managed to play pretty well, and we took down Mythics 3-0 in our first game, and we yeah, that was kind of our first real challenge, because in the group stages, as you might have seen on Desert on a news article, we literally just walked our group. I mean, we were just using snipers and even in CTFs and still winning against some of the lesser teams there. But in our group we didn't drop a map at all, and then we came into the first round of the winner bracket, and the team didn't want to play us because we'd already played them in the group that we ended up being against in the knockout stages after the groups, and they forfeited. So we went straight into the Mythics game without really playing a decent team. So that in a way might have affected us, but we came out in the first map and we played well. We took the first map, CTF, can't remember what map it was exactly. I think it was Bootleg, yeah, Bootleg, quite comfortably. We had control of the map pretty much, it felt pretty comfortable. Then we took the S&D after that, and that led on to the arcade, in which we ended up winning in overtime. But yeah, to sweep them 3-0 was a good feeling, especially when it was our first challenge really, and we kind of were expecting them to be the biggest challenge of the tournament. But then we came up against TCM, and it was a lot tougher game for us. I mean, we didn't play nowhere near as well, but yeah, in the end we managed to take TCM down 3-2. So that was the first maps we dropped at the tournament was to TCM, and in fact, we moved on past TCM to the winner bracket final and beat PMP 3-0. So the only maps we actually dropped were to TCM. We only dropped 1 CTF all tournament, and that was on an overtime as well. It just felt like we had real control in the CTFs, even every single game. Even if we went 1 flag down, it felt like we had control and we could easily get the flag back. So that was a good feeling, but there's a few mistakes that we made we know we can work on to make our CTF even stronger. But if we had a weak point, I'd say it was our search and destroy, because I think we dropped 3 of them over the event. Yeah, it's not a lot in a way, but it's definitely an area that we can improve on, because obviously we used Shane as a pickup before the event. We only had about 2 weeks practice with Shane, so we didn't really go through any S&D strats really. We just kind of played. Whereas with Vapes, I had some good rushes with Vapes. Obviously now Shane's in our team permanently. For those of you who keep up to date with the scene, you'll know that now. And Vapes, I'm not sure what he's doing. I've spoke to Vapes about it. I think we're pretty cool on it now, but one of the main reasons for it really was because Vapes couldn't get to every single event that we wanted to go to. So we want to go to EGLs, we want to go to all the i-Series, Battle of Amsterdam's, you know, your main European events, but Vapes is going to struggle to get to all those events, and it would mean we'd have to keep using pickups, and we can't. If we want to keep getting good consistent performances, it's going to be difficult for us to do that. Shane just seemed to fit in really well with the team through this event. I mean, we looked so strong, like I say, and there's plenty of room for improvement too. We've only played for 2 weeks. So we're really pleased to get Shane on board. He's a great guy, and I think we're nowhere near our peak as a team. That's the good thing about it. So really looking forward to getting some more practicing with the team. Make sure we're ready for the next event that we go to, which will probably be EGL. I'm not sure which one, but I'll talk about that in a bit as well. But yeah, I just want to talk a bit about how big the i-Series was and how different it was to EGL, because this was my first experience of a LAN event that wasn't console based. In the past, I've only ever been to X League, XLs, and EGLs basically. So for me, this is a new experience, experiencing the PC gaming side of things and just how large PC events are. And to sum it up, really, I mean, EGL's hall at Blackpool. Imagine like 2 of those halls back to back, so like on each side. It basically was like that big. But EGL, they use a lot of the floor space, but i-Series literally, that hall was full of bring your own console, bring your own PC, whatever it's called, gamers. It was literally packed, and it was just unbelievable like how many players there was. There must have been thousands of people there. But then the other hall was the main stage, the Call of Duty section, which was near the main stage, and loads of exhibition areas. There was a bar there, places where you could get food. So there was so much to do at the event. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos. There's so many things you could do. And I think, you know, I know Mello, Emo, and Loco came down. They're like the 3 head guys at DeSoto. And I'm pretty sure that they've been to a lot of events anyway. But you know, there's a lot of things that they can learn. Obviously, EGL from you know, just looking at these events. But you've got to think i-Series have done 45 events. EGL have only done 5 events. So that we're a long way off. For EGL to be at the stage they're at the moment is a miracle, if you ask me. Yes, you know, there's been issues in the past with them with the way the schedules worked, but we couldn't ask for anything more really from them with the size of our community compared to PC gaming. We're not too far off at all. You know, we're quite lucky to have EGL at this moment in time, I think. But watching the EGL showcast they've been doing with Smelly Moss and that, it looks like they've got some really good plans for the future. So yeah, I can see EGL growing massively with the Call of Duty scene, especially when the new Black Ops comes out. I think the scene could just explode once again. But yeah, that's something for the future. But overall, i-Series is probably my favourite event I've been to actually. We had our own booth, as you might know from what I said in the last one, and that turned out to be really good. A lot of players, a lot of people came to our booth just to chill out and play certain games, whatever. I mean, I think I spent more time playing Trials and FIFA than playing COD at the event, really. I mean, I stayed for the extra 2 days after COD finished anyways, but yeah, anybody that was in our booth can confirm that. It was literally, we were just like playing on different games and stuff, but yeah, the booth kind of made it in a way, because we'd all be like all our infused teams and those, and we'd just, you know, have a laugh and stuff. It was good. It was a different experience to the EGLs for sure, because at EGL you're usually waiting to play, whereas at i-Series it kind of felt like you wasn't really waiting, you had things to do whilst you was waiting. So bringing your own console was something that I quite missed since ECL1, because ECL1 had bring your own console, but this also had it as well, so maybe EGL could look at that in the future. But I know it's pretty hard for them to implement, because you need a lot of room to do that. But yeah, I just want to give also a quick shout out to the WGL guys. You know, I met a lot of the players there, and they're a real mature bunch of guys, real great bunch. And it was good to see them turn up to i-Series. I mean, I'd never heard of WGL before the build up to i-Series really. I heard they were running the tournament, and you know, from speaking to a lot of the people who run the site and all the players, it seems like it's more of a casual competitive scene. But a lot of them really want, after experiencing the first LAN and the first tournament play, a lot of them really wanted to get back into it, get into it more seriously, kind of look at playing DeSoto a bit more. And I know WGL are doing some more DeSoto based tournaments on their site, so if you want to check that out, that's www.thewgl.co.uk, I think is the site. I'll put a link in the description anyway, or I'll get Luke too, so you can look on there. But I think we'll be signing up to a few of those tournaments as well. But yeah, they had a great tournament, they ran it really well. It was probably the most organised tournament I've been to, Call of Duty wise. And yes, there wasn't as many teams. There was 25 teams in the end, which is pretty good to say. It was 18 plus, and it was straight after an EGL as well. So I think the next I-Series, which could possibly be 16 plus, we could see a lot more teams going, which means a lot more prize money, which is good for the top teams, I guess. But yeah, really looking forward to I46. They'll be running it again, and I'm not sure when that is, but yeah, what I wanted to talk about now is obviously the EGL announcements. EGL Sweden, we're not sure if we're going just yet. We need to confirm a few things, but if we do go, obviously it's going to be EGL Ran, but I'm not sure how that works, as I think they've teamed up with EEE, and they're Swedish based, so that's why it's in Sweden, I think. But EGL 7 Blackpool is the next big event in a sense, so it's back in Blackpool. I think we'll see Apex in there, maybe more North American teams too, but that's the one to really look forward to. And then EGL 8 after that, which is in Manchester, which is, from what I've heard, is going to be like a Grand National in some ways of what MLG do. It's going to be like the big event of the year. But yeah, that's just a quick rundown of I-Series and a bit of a talk about EGL as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I just want to quickly say as well, I've actually got a new PC now. Well, I'm getting it put in. It should be up in a couple of days, and it's got really good specs. So it means I can run a stream a lot more, because I'll be able to record and stream at the same time. So I'll be able to record gameplays for YouTube, and I'll be able to stream at the same time, and I'll be able to stream in HD most likely as well, because I'll probably get a Blackmagic or something for it. So that's something really to look forward to. And I've also just bought Diablo 3 as well, which is a new game everybody's hyping about. So I thought I might as well give that a go as well, test it out a bit. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for listening to the video. Please drop it a like, and make sure to follow me on Twitter as well on @Sowerz. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next time, guys, and thanks for watching.